Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all today? Some is good evening, some is good morning, and we're just pretty much all over the world at the moment. So it's great to be here. Great to see you all here. We've got Mr. Simon Riddle tonight doing presentation, and I'm going to pass it over to you, Simon, and show us what you got tonight.
Excellent, thanks, Ollie. The purpose of this call, and I'm going to put it on to screen share. The purpose of this call is to really welcome any new team members to the Phoenix Karatbars Success Team. We're going to give you a quick guide as to what it's all about, how to get started, and a few little tips to accelerate your business. And then on top of that, we're going to just show you how to kind of get set up and started. So all going well. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I think so, yes.
All right, perfect. Okay, so you should be able to see a cover slide of a PowerPoint presentation, yes?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So, as said, this is just going to be a quick introduction call. The whole plan about this is to get you off to an amazing start. We want you to get a flyer. One of the things about internet marketing is all about getting off to a quick start, taking action, and having success. So that is the purpose of this, and this will be a video that will be around for a training for all of future team members and everything else. So the first thing is everybody on this call or anybody that's going to see this is going to be part of our Karatbars team. So firstly, a big welcome to Karatbars. And what I wanted to do was just go through very quickly, explain a little bit about our product, about our team, about the reputation, everything else. Karatbars obviously is a German company that sells gold bars. They're put in credit card form, very similar to the Swiss Pamps bar or the UBS bar, produced under license of the LBMA, London Bullion Market Association. A very top quality product. It's something that's authenticated. You have to go through years of scrutiny before you'll ever get the approvals to be an LBMA approved refinery and everything else. So it's a top quality product. And what we're all part of is a really quality team. We're kind of a subset of the Freedom team. I'll show some more information on that in a minute. But it is really quality team with some great leaders, great marketing materials, great experience, and has a really solid reputation for getting out there, getting the job done, and helping people from all levels to be more successful. Now, this is a serious business and it requires serious action. So you really need to ask yourself why you're doing this, because there's no point, you know, just being a tire kicker. You're either 110% serious about this, you know the reason why you're doing it, and you're committed to achieving that reason, or you're just kind of kicking the tires and then you're pretty much wasting your time and everybody else's. I, for one, know that my time is very valuable, and I don't mind helping anybody out that's serious. If I'm more serious about somebody else's business than they are, then that's where the help stops instantly. You know, if you are serious about making money online, this is a very, very good platform to actually do it. You've got everything that you'll need to be successful. You've got a very good quality product. You've got a product that through the ages has stood the test of time and proved to be not only something that everybody knows about and likes, but something that normally in bad economic times is a lifesaver for whoever owns it. And this provides a really good opportunity to put that product, i.e. gold, and we're talking about pure gold, into the hands of people that can't afford to just go and buy, you know, 10 ounces of gold and keep it away safe. You know, we're talking about people that can transfer, you know, only small amounts of money at a time, but there's talk of, you know, this huge wealth transfer from the from people, and it's all going to be tied up in gold. So this is a great way to do it. But you need to make a decision in your mind what you're doing. I spoke to somebody the other day and they said, oh yeah, I'll give it a try, and if it works. And straight away I say, well, hang on, you've already got in your mind that it's likely to fail. So I don't want to work with people that are already accepting failure. I want to work with people that they're doing this for a reason, whether that reason is early retirement, getting out of a job they hate, finding a way to provide financial stability for their family. Whatever it is, they've got a serious reason, and that's what they're doing it. And the other thing is, people will do what you do. Simple fact. If you do absolutely nothing, people will do absolutely nothing. The 97%, and I would argue it's probably closer to 99% failure rate in internet marketing. And the reason is people just don't take action. They don't do anything. And if you're the person that's leading somebody else and you don't take any action and you don't do anything, well, guess what? They're not going to take any action. They're not going to do anything. And it's proven that if people don't see any form of income in the first 30 days, then that's when they're most excited. They're interested in getting into it. That's when they take some kind of action. If they don't see any return in the first 30 days, then their heads get down a bit. They get a little bit, does this really work? The creech comes in and everything else. And then, after that, it's just a downward slope. They don't really try anymore because their heart's not in it. And then they can go back to, knew it was never going to work. It's all a crock, It'll work for some people, but this stuff just won't work for me. And the whole reason is because they don't take action. And the whole reason is if you're not doing it first, then you can't expect anybody to follow if you're not doing it. So the first thing about Karatbars is you're going to learn your business. Let's be very clear. This is a business. I'm not going to digress too quickly, but by doing this, you're spending money, you're creating a business, even if it's just you working as your own self-employed business. This leads to expenditures, it leads to income, it leads to a tax position. Just been speaking to Oliver, and even though his probably expenses in the first year outweighed his income, because he's running a business, he can claim a whole lot of money back and will actually get a nice check back from the government because of his business. So be very clear what you're doing. This is not a hobby. If it's a hobby, treat it as a hobby. If you earn an extra $100 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, good for you. That's what you want, a hobby with some pocket money. Fantastic. We're dealing with people who want to treat this as a business. You want extra money and you've got goals and targets in place. So the first thing is log in daily. If you had a job and you decided not to turn up each day, well, it's not going to be long before you don't get paid. If you don't do anything when you do turn up, you're not going to get paid either. This is no different. Don't think for a moment that you can just walk into something, pay a few dollars, and expect the cash tap to just turn on so that you've got money at will. It takes action, and it requires you to take that action. We can all help you as a team, but you've got to do the work yourself. So the first thing is log in daily and have a look around and learn your back office. See what's happening in your dual system. See what's happening in the show. I'll show you my back office in a minute. See what's happening, and very quickly you'll get to see that there's momentum going on around you. That's the first thing. I'll show you in a minute where it is, but when you see that things happen in your team, welcome and support your team and their referrals, because ultimately it's duplication and teamwork that gets the excitement going, gets the momentum going. It enthuses people, and when people are enthusiastic, they put in more effort, they get more results, and everybody benefits because of that. And also watch the trainings and the videos and everything else. So very quickly, I just want to show, no, I don't want to show Oliver, but yeah, looking good, Ollie.
I'm hiding.
Very quickly, here's my back office. Get to know your back office. Get to know where everything is. This is the front page. if you haven't done it already, get your KYC status approved. I'm trying to see. So, like, my status there is VIP, affiliate approved and all the rest of it. Here, transactions for the period. This happens when you buy gold, when you register other people, that kind of thing. You can find out your customers, your affiliates there. But here's a quick summary on your dual team system. And I can tell you at the beginning of the month, the number of people in this team was 0 on the left. I got 199 on the right. I had 0 on the left. So that's all happened basically in the last 2 weeks. I can't remember when I got back from London, but it's pretty much started around that time, which is 2 weeks ago. And this gives you a summary of your left team, your right team, and your number of points on either side. Obviously, they accrue, and if one side's stronger than the other, one number will be a lot bigger. But my business is fairly balanced, and as you grow in the team, we'll show you how to do that. Mine's fairly balanced, so normally as I get points on each side, it just kind of cycles straight away. Here are your first steps on getting started, all very simple. First thing you've got to do is order a package. We'll touch on this in a minute, but that's the first thing you need to do, order a package. Then upload your KYC. Very, very simple. KYC, know your client. This is a legal requirement to be in compliance with, obviously, the Karatbars to be in compliance with the international laws. And that's just so they know who you are and they can, do all the right things as far as money laundering and that kind of thing is concerned. All it is like a passport and a utility bill. Then if you want to order gold, that's where you do it. Your landing page is there. The company provides you with the landing page, and then you can attend webinars, live events, everything there. Your team statistics, this is the important one as your dual system, but we'll come to that in a minute. Here's your dashboard, messages, newsletter archive. I'm going to talk about something later, and I'm going to say go and have a look in the newsletter archive. That's here under general. If you want a list of active countries, that's here. Your profiles here, everything's there. Purchasing your gold, your history, your invoices are all here as well. Then your product purchases here, if you want to buy anything related to it, you can do set up an auto ship here, the classic cards, different cards and everything else. I'm not going to go through this, do that yourself. All your commissions and everything are here, and then your team stats here. So this is a list of your personal referrals, your uni level, and then the dual system. This is where you're going to make most of your money by a dual system and where you ordered a package. Sorry, I've logged into this before, so it's timed out. So we'll just quickly go back in there, have a look at the dual system. And here you can change your placements as to where you are and everything else. You can build up your left side, your right side. You can do specific placements, or you can do it on automatic. Mine is now on automatic because I'm just balancing it out because I've got strong team on both sides. And so here's the right side. Each of you is going to have a power leg. My power leg's on the right. Generally, for all of you guys, you are on my left, and your power leg will be your left. But this just gives you a quick summary of kind of what's there. So I've already got 230 plus people in my downline. It'll be interesting the next time I do this as to how many people I'll have, because it grows rapidly. But as you can see here, I've got silver members, gold members, and everything else. The more I scroll down, the further I go, you'll see more and more of that. But you can go down, you can have a look and see what's going on. You can have a look at downline if you know that they're there. You can go and have a specific look where somebody is. Just let that load up. So there's further down. There's gold positions. There's another gold position, bronze positions. So you can see very quickly where each people are. Like for that position, I can see that that person's got 75 points on their left. So all they need is 25 points on their right, and they'll immediately get a cycle bonus. So anyway, we can go through here, and more advanced later on I'll show you how you can actually see what people are doing in your team, you know, their purchases and all of that. You can go and have a look at their product purchases. You can look at your team and what they're doing and everything else, transaction overviews, all kinds of stuff. So that's that one quickly. I just want to show you a good site. There's a guy called Mike Maloney, and he's done a series called Hidden Secrets of Money. Go and check these videos out. If you want to know about gold and the history of gold, very, very interesting. Ironically, that building in the background's in Singapore. My dad was one of the architects on that. But he does a fantastic series, very, very informative, and something that if you just want a bit of information, really highly recommend. So that's Death of the Dollar, Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney on YouTube. Go and check that out. Very quickly, we talked about team resources and everything else. Here's a great way to go and get information, everything else here. This is a group that you'll be invited to. I think pretty much you've all been invited. There's a lot of information in here. They put in a lot of marketing things. They put in files for you, events. There's different photos, files, and things that you can use. There's a lot of different information in here. There you are. There's me holding my Karatbars at Machu Picchu in Peru. But there's all kinds of great stuff that's in here, stories about how people are going, success, what's working, and everything else. So you've got a fantastic team and everything that goes with that. Okay, so now can you see the slides again?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, so we talked about learn your business, you know, log in daily, look around, learn the back office, see what's happening in your dual system, welcome people as they come into your team. If you see somebody come into your team that's new, welcome them, you know, say hello and congratulate the person that brought them in. You know, this is all about empowering people to be successful. And so welcome them in because they're, again, all part of your team and everything else. Said watch the trainings, the videos, and understand your sales funnel experience. Sorry, one of the things I should quickly show you is in Karatbars here, under personal referrals, it'll list a list of your referrals. I don't want to go in there because it gives everybody's personal details, and I don't want that broadcast on a video that could be seen by many. But if you click on personal referrals, it will show your downline, but it also shows all your referral links. So go in and have a look at that. All right, so back to the slide. All right. So yeah, go in there, log into your own sales funnel and see how your sales funnel works. Now, there's a guy called Boomer Dan, and he is killing this. He is a monthly six-figure earner. So if any of you want to know, can you earn $100,000 in a month and do it regularly? The answer is yes. And Boomer's vision is that everybody works together for huge success. He wants everybody to have success and do that by putting in effort. So if you put in the effort through teamwork, you'll all get great success. Okay, so how is that done? It's done through amazing teamwork. It's done through systems that are proven to work. It's done through the marketing, the support, and help. Now, this is serious people who are going to take action and commitment in themselves. Yes, it's going to cost money, but you know, you're talking about setting up your own business here. This is not a hobby. We're talking about setting up a business and getting serious income from it by putting in serious effort. And the great thing about this team is that the team can help you. We've got a 24-hour Skype group. We've got the Facebook group and everything else. But if you ever get stuck, Google it. Google is your best friend. If you prefer to see something done and explained in video, YouTube it. Between Google and YouTube, there is pretty much every important thing on the planet has got something about it, give you an explanation, give you an example or whatever. So use them as a resource and they will really help you out. And use the resources provided in the groups. As I said, there's marketing pages, there are landing pages, there are all kinds of things. But use the groups. And if you want results and success, it starts with you. So pull your finger out, start taking action immediately, and you'll start getting results. And there we have a huge team to support you and back you up. So what's the 12-week commitment? This is Boomer Dan's whole 12-week concept, and this is what's built him up to being an incredible learner. I had the pleasure of a 45-minute conversation with Boomer the other day, and he went through and he showed me his back office and he showed me a couple of things, and he's like, you know, this is what you need to do, this is the plan, this is how it works. If people commit to it and they do it, then they will get success. And, you know, when people put some skin in the game, when people have to do something, that's when you start getting success. If people sign up to a free account, they value it as exactly that, a free account, and they don't do much with it. But the people that put in money, then they have to start getting success, or they know they've wasted their money. So first thing is buy a package. Anyways, I was looking in Boomer's back office. He's got 45,000 people on one side and over 20,000 people on the other. Now, it's easy to understand why he's making over $100,000 a month. But he showed me his back office and he went in and he showed me his invoices. And going back to 2012, every single week he bought 1 gram of gold. And every week, 1 gram of gold, 1 gram of gold. And that builds momentum. And not only are you getting a great product, you're getting a gram of gold. You know, eventually, I don't suggest you get it shipped out every time you buy a single gram, but every time you get like 40, 50 grams, get it shipped to wherever you are. And, you know, that's an asset. We all know what gold is and what it's worth. So that is an asset for the future. You know, whether you've got kids, it may be kids, and you buy a gram a week, that could be their education fund right there. You know, whatever it happens to be, you know, your retirement fund, buying gold is not going to be a bad thing ever. And unlike, you know, some of the other things out there that are potions and lotions and pills and all the rest of it, gold is a serious asset. It's an asset that's going to accumulate. It's not going to go off in your cupboard. You know, it should appreciate and value over time. So be serious. Know that you're in this. Again, we go back to why you're doing it, and buy a package that reflects that. You know, you can get in the water, you know, test the waters, so to speak, dip a toe in. But at the end of the day, all you're going to get out of that is buying something cheap, and you're not really committed. So go into what you can afford. And the other thing I say to everybody is, why go in at bronze when you could go in at silver or something else? Why earn something when you could earn, you know, anywhere up to 8 times for the exact same effort, the exact same commitment? You do nothing different except choose a package, and the difference is anywhere between 1 and 8 times the pay levels. So just think about that yourself. Obviously, people need to do what people need to do, but I know who's going to be serious in my team, and I know who's going to be just checking it out. And I can also tell you quite bluntly, you know, if somebody's really struggling to get into bronze but they're committed and they do the work, you see that. If someone can afford to come in at silver and, you know, they put in the effort, you'll see it. It's a balance of putting in effort but also the package that you buy. But serious people will stretch themselves to get what they can. So if you're serious about it and you want good income, why get 5% commission when you can get 10, 15 or 20% commission? Why get a 10 euro cycle bonus when you can get a 40, 60 or 80 one? So that's the first bit. Get a package and be serious about what you're doing. And the second one is buy 1 gram of gold a week. Now, this becomes social proof. You're going to have the cards to show people and everything else. They look fantastic. I've just ordered every single one of them. So every card that Karatbars has, they've got all the branded cards, they've got all the country cards and everything else. I've just bought them all. So I'm just waiting for them to get shipped down here. First of all, it's social proof. Second of all, it's an asset. So you're not wasting anything or throwing anything away. You're building an asset anyway. And then Boomer's thing, contact 3 people a day. And there's a website that I'm going to give you guys later where Boomer has videos. He has a sheet that you can follow and everything else. So contact 3 people a day. That's 100 people a month. And we'll have a look at his website in a minute, and I'll show you exactly why he does this, and I'll show you on average how the stats work out. Develop your team, create leaders, and create duplication. That's absolutely critical. If you're contacting 3 people a day, within a month you will have built up a team. If your team is following you, as we said, people will follow your example. That goes for the package that people buy too. If you come in at silver, and then people say to you, well, what did you do? And you say silver, then most people go, okay, I'll do silver. You know, if you said, oh, I came in at VIP, some people just can't afford that. But those that can will come in at VIP. If you come in at bronze and everyone says, oh, what did you do? You did bronze. They'll be like, oh, well, I'll just do bronze too and I'll see how it goes. So just have a think about that for positioning later. Develop your team. Help them create leaders and duplication, and we'll show you a form in a minute. And this is the critical one. Work and market daily. Even if it's just 1 hour a day, constant work and action is what's going to build this for you. So if we have a look at here, here's the Power of 14 site. That this is the 12-week plan that Boomer's got. And I've got links for people. If people want to have a look at the links, we've got webinars that you can have a look at this, and we've got YouTube videos on it as well. But here's the site, and this is the team site. You can get great web pages from here and everything else. But this is an interactive site. You can get the agenda, see everything else. There's videos explaining it all. Choose your package, give yourself a pay rise. It's all the information's there. Don't bargain with yourself. It builds belief. Duplicate. Do your share. Do the work together as a team. You will work really, really well. And as I said, monitor. Show your invoices. Check their units. As I said, I can go in and see whether somebody's buying a gram of gold a week. Don't tell me you're buying a gram of gold and then don't do it, because I'll know exactly that you're not doing it. So commit to either do the plan or commit to be a tire kicker. Up to you. Either choice is fine, but again, the help that you get from the team will also depend on what you do. There's this great little sheet here. There's a video on it as well. Your 12-week action plan, and all it is, fairly basic in concept, but critically important in application, is your 100 squares. Print this up, and I'm going to give everybody on this live on this call challenge. We're basically at the end of the month. So get all your excuses out of the way. 1st of August, we're going to do this, and get your gram of gold a week, get your 3 people a day on here. At the end of August, you should already be getting great results. The whole concept is, by the end of 12 weeks, the gram of gold that you're buying each week won't be costing you anything, because it'll be coming through the momentum of your teamwork. That will be paying for it. Your income will be building up because of the team that you've brought in, and because the team is creating momentum. So working together means that you're now going to be getting free gold, and you're going to be getting an income because of the teamwork and everything else. So through statistically, at the end of the 30 days, and you know, on a couple of days you're going to have to really stretch out and invite at least 4 people, but you know, you guys can do it. If you ask 100 people, 80 will listen, 40 will see it, 20 will enroll, 10 will buy, and 6 will duplicate what you're doing. So if you ask 100 people and you get 6 people in a month that actually enroll and duplicate, you are well on your way to creating a strong and powerful business. You do that for the 90 days that the 12-week plan that we're talking about, and you've got a downline that is starting to duplicate and repeat itself. And there's a little, again, a little video on this, on how to grow your team and everything else, in this nice little sheet. So it has, you create these for your people in your team, and you'll fill in people in the team, as they start to hit their milestones, you fill them in. Then you work with them and help them. Now, if you're new to all of this, not a problem. That's what leaders like myself and some of the other guys in the team who are very experienced are there for. They will help you grow until you become comfortable to fulfill that role. But you've got plenty of people around that will help out in your early stages. So this is all, it's just a really good web page to go and have a look at. So go and check that out. Anyway, this has taken a little bit longer than what I wanted. But anyway, that's there so you can see that. And that's all about how to build your team and everything else. Now we're going to start moving into, there's your 3 people: develop, create, and work and market daily. Then we're going to start talking about marketing decisions. And this is where it's going to come down to you, and this is where we're going to start the action, which is going to start building your team, which is going to start creating your income. Choose the way you want to promote, and we're going to go through a few of these in a minute. Choose your landing page. Now, there are free landing pages that come with the company. There are a couple of others that we can set up for people for free as well, or there are some quite cheap options for, like, I think about $20 you can buy an automated series of landing pages. Depending on your experience and everything where you are, you know, there are some people that are going to be coming into the team in the next week that, you know, one guy's an IT specialist, so he'll just go and make his own. But for people that are starting out, we have a solution for you. There are automatically free landing pages. They're all set up and done. They have their own autoresponders attached and everything else. So all you need to do is promote a web address. Then you've got your landing page organized, so you're ready to promote. Then you're just going to choose whether to outsource your sales or whether you're going to do them yourself. To be a good marketer, every time you get a new lead, you should be calling them as quickly as possible, speaking to them, finding out what is their problem, what it is that, you know, drove them to have a look at your website, to enter the details, and then you should be providing them the solution. Now, if you're new to this, you know, if your employer walked into your office tomorrow and said, you know, hey John, tomorrow we're adding a sales role to your job, and you're like, hang on, like, you know, I do a role completely not related to sales. How am I going to start doing sales? Well, that's kind of what's happening when you take on an internet marketing business, because suddenly now you're doing marketing, you're doing business development, you're doing sales, you're doing, you know, IT, you're doing the advertising, you're doing so many different things. So one of the things that I'm doing and other people in the team are doing now, we just outsource our sales. We send it to somebody else. They do the speaking, the explaining. They provide all the information. They even sign the people up for you and put them into your account. Now, benefit of this is it frees up your time. You've got skilled people doing the work for you. You're getting the results, but you personally are not caught up in it. They're also getting onto people very quickly, so that they're getting contacted and everything else. Because you'd be absolutely surprised how few people ever follow up their leads. Oh, I've done it. You ring your leads and they're like, wow, somebody's rung me. This has never happened before. And it's like, yeah, I just want to let you know I'm a real live person, and, you know, you're obviously here for a reason. Just wanted to see what it was and see if I could help you out. Wow. And that gives you so much kudos right there. With our outsourcing, we actually have somebody that will ring up and say, you know, hey, it's Bob here. I'm calling because you're on Oliver's page. I just want to tell you a little bit about Oliver and all the rest of it, and he'll build you up, and he will do the promotion for you. And by the time that this person's finished, he's put you into a place of respect and trust, so this person's happy and willing to work with you. So decide whether you want to outsource your sales or whether it's something you're comfortable doing, and then use the support and training of the team. And remember, action, action, action every single day. You know, this is the critical thing. You will never get success without taking action. And it's got to be consistent. And finally, be passionate about your business and your success. This is the potential to change your life if you're prepared to grab the opportunity with both hands. So be passionate about it and get in there and do it. And carry the products, the cards, and everything else. Be proud to share it if somebody asks you about it. If somebody sees it, what's that? You know, be very happy to tell them about it. Don't waste an opportunity. Listen to people. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, but it's amazing what we hear in people's lives that we just kind of tune out to. But if you look at it from a slightly different perspective, you suddenly realize there are people all around you asking for help, asking for you to give their solution every single day. You know, people complaining about, you know, financial problems, people complaining about the economy, people complaining about, you know, couldn't afford this or that. It's happening all the time. People saying, oh, you know, I'd love to go on holidays, I just don't have the time. You know, all these kind of things. I'm here to tell you this is the best industry in the world because you can work from wherever you want. You can do a whole lot of things while you're doing this. And as I said, you know, examples of outsourcing sales. Eventually, when you get it running properly, you should learn how to do everything. Once it's running properly, you can outsource everything. And then it frees up all your time to spend with family, spend with your kids growing up, you know, go traveling, do whatever it is that you want to do, which is probably the reason why you got into the business in the first place. Right, everybody, for those that know me, I love Vegas. And I know a number of people on this call probably haven't been there. One of the things that Karatbars is doing is there is a promotion, and remember I said in the back office there's archived newsletters. Go and have a look in there and you'll see the rules for their Vegas conference. What I would like to see is a team, everybody working together, promoting, helping each other. You know, everybody I bring into the team generally will go into all of your downlines, will provide you points and everything else. That goes for all of you. You're all helping everybody else. You're all helping each other add to your team and add to your points. So your dual systems, which means your cycle, etc. So the team goal, I want everybody to meet up face-to-face in Vegas in November 2014. Even better, I want Karatbars to pay for it. Okay? So we're going to work together as a team. We can do what we can we're going to do whatever it takes to get to Vegas, and we're going to have Karatbars pay for it. Now, your personal goal is to work out how to achieve this and go into the archive newsletters. If you achieve, I think it's Euro 14,000 in sales by September 30, 2014, you will be given free tickets to the event. You'll be accommodated in the Bellagio Hotel, which I've stayed at before. It's really, really nice. And you will also be given, I think it's 500 euros towards your flights. So depending on where you're coming from in the world, that might actually pay for William on this call, for us, that might actually not only pay for your tickets, but give you spending money. For some of us less fortunate, a little bit further away, probably doesn't quite cover the costs, but the Euro 14,000 is the starting point. This promotion's open. It starts off if you get, like, you know, 1,000 or something, you get a free T-shirt. It works up, you can get iPads and everything else, but the ultimate is you end up with your accommodation for 7 days in a suite. You get airport limo pickups. You get, I think, 1,500 or 2,000 euros towards your flights. You know, you get all kinds of wonderful stuff. So that is the team goal, and I want everybody to be there to meet up. And, you know, it can be achieved, but what to do, and each person, I'm happy to do a session with each person. You break it down, small bite-sized pieces. This becomes actually quite simple. I was going to do the maths this afternoon, but I didn't get onto it. I think we've got just over 60 days, and if you look at it 60 days, if you did, even if you did on average 300 euros a day or something, that will qualify you. 300 euros a day is like 3 bronze. It's, you know, 1 silver, or, you know, 1 gold is like, I think, 595 euros. So if you start doing it now, start taking action now, you start getting a pipeline of people coming through, eventually, as people come through, they start at bronze, they upgrade when they're having success because of the teamwork and the momentum. Later on, people just come in as gold and other things. Maybe we've got a lot of people that have come in as silver or gold straight away anyway. So it's actually not that hard. If you look at it, €595 for a gold person, it's about 25 people coming in at gold. So over 60 days, every second day getting a gold person, whatever. Break it down, focus on small tasks. It's a lot easier, and we can talk about that another time. But the first that is the goal. Let's get there. Marketing plan, set your budget, free or paid, doesn't matter. Already we've asked you to buy a package. Already we've asked you to buy a gram of gold each week. Your budget may not stretch any further for marketing. That's fine. We're going to show you paid plans at a later date. All this is going to focus on is free stuff. Work out your strengths, your likes, and your passions. I'm not one of these people that believe on improving weaknesses and everything else. Why waste your time working on a weakness when you can go straight to your strengths and focus on that? So sit down there, create a goal, and plan to get there. Whatever your goal is, we can work out ways to it. I'm happy to do calls with people to do this. I've done YouTube videos on goal setting and everything else. But the crux of it is set SMART goals, and SMART goals is just Google it. It's very, very easy. But they're specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're realistic, and they're done on a timely basis. You put some kind of time frame to it. And then you just break everything down into the simplest task. So even if my goal was to earn $1 million in the next 12 months, I wouldn't sit there all overwhelmed going, oh my God, how do I make $1 million in 12 months? That's just too hard. I would break it down into smaller goals. And the smaller goals eventually would come down into a daily action plan. So, $1 million a year becomes 90,000 a month, becomes 3,000 a day, and then work out how to do it in a day and everything else. So what do I need to do for $3,000? It means I've got to get X sales at this amount. How many, to get that many sales, how many leads do I need and everything. You just break it down into the smallest thing. Now that's a massive task. It's getting $1 million. We can obviously do smaller tasks. Break it down into a simplest form to a daily task list. And then you're just doing each day, okay, I've got to do these 5 things. You put your hour in, and it's the accumulation that gets you the results. Don't get overwhelmed by big things at the end. Focus on what you're doing. Build trust and rapport with people. That's at the end of the day what this is all about. If people trust you and you've got a rapport with them, they will follow with what you're doing. Basically, be genuine and start doing it. Don't talk about it. Don't get ready to do it. Just go ahead and do it. Now, we're going to look at the low-hanging fruit. This is what you all need to start doing straight away. The first thing that you can do is put a Facebook, everybody this day and age has Facebook. If you don't have it, then we can work on that with you. But first thing is put out a Facebook message. Hey, really excited, just started a new business with gold. Now, everybody's got friends on Facebook and everything else. I'm a big believer in not going and harassing people. I don't want you to go and make a list of 100 of your closest friends and neighbours and, your milkman and your postman. I don't believe in that. I believe in the attraction marketing, dealing with people that actually want the information from you. That's not to say that you don't cross over into your friends and everything else, but you don't go and spam them. You don't go and, harass them and put it there, because if they're not open to it, all you're doing is putting pressure on a friendship. But putting something on your Facebook that says, hey, really excited, just started my new gold business. People will come to you and say, wow, tell me about it. So that in itself, they'll like it and they'll come back and say, oh, what are you doing? Then you can unobtrusively say, well, if you're interested, I can show you. It's up to them. No, not interested. Or, yeah, sure, But it's, again, only people that are open to actually seeing it that you're speaking to. If you've had a bit of experience, send it to people on your lists. If you've built up a list with previous internet marketing, whatever, send it out saying, hey, guys, just a bit of a quick update. Been a little while since we chatted. But really excited. I've just started a new gold business. If any of you are interested, let me know. Bang. You know, the low-hanging fruit. Put your Facebook message there, send to your existing lists, contacts, you know, whatever it happens to be. None of that is spammy in any way, shape or form. Approach anybody that's approached you in the past. So, you know, the person that's always been doing network marketing for as long as you can remember, and every time they're in a new company, they come and knock on the door and say, you know, hey, Bill, I've just joined Amway, you know, can you buy some Amway stuff for me? And then, you know, a month later, hey, I've just joined this weight loss program. Will you come and buy this? You're all sitting there nodding, going, yeah, I've got a few of those friends. Just ring them and say, you know, hey, Bob, it's been a while since we spoke last. How's your weight loss program going? Oh, well, you know, people don't want to diet anymore, or people can't afford it, you know, whatever it is. It's like, oh, sorry to hear that, but, you know, would you be interested in finding a product that people do want to do? Would you be interested in doing something I'm doing? Gold. You know, these people, again, approached in the right way, non-intrusive, because they've done it to you, they've almost got to give you a green pass, and they understand it too. Anybody that's done this in the past generally understands the concept of leverage, and this is all about leverage. This is about duplication, it's about teamwork, and it's how you make money. Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Warren Buffett all have come out in support of these kind of network marketing companies because they know it's the pure leverage of time and hours that's how people make lots of money. You've only got 24 hours in a day, and if you're trading time for money, well, guess what? Unless your time is worth incredibly large amounts of money, you're never going to get rich doing that. But if you can leverage your time, if you can work with teams, if you can have teams working with you to do the benefits, suddenly you can get a lot more hours in the day. Ask anyone you know who currently buys or likes gold and silver. You know, there's people that always say, oh, you know, bought an ounce of gold and happy to show it off. Just offer them as an alternative. Our pricing is very, very competitive with what's on the market, and if they actually become a participant and an affiliate, they can obviously start getting their gold for discounts and for free. When you get your packages, you got a discount, €100 discount cards and 3% discount cards. You've got somebody that likes to buy gold, tell them, you know, check out our pricing, I'll give you a 3% discount card, gets you a year's discount. Anyone grumbling about money, the economy, hate their job, money issues, couldn't buy new school shoes for junior, all these people are just giving you a opportunity just to say, look, you know, if things are so bad, would you be interested in having a look at something else? As I said before, there's a lot of stuff going on. People are always giving clues as to what's there. You've just got to start actually listening to what people are saying. People are talking about problems all the time. If you can provide this to them as a solution to their problems, they're going to be interested. Again, I'm not saying you go and spam all your friends. What I am saying is listen to what they say, and if it's relevant, be there. Be conversational, be genuine, and share out of honest interest and concern. You know, don't just now go looking at all your friends and wait for them to mention that they can't afford something and then say, right, quick, you need Karatbars, because that obviously won't work. So take it in the context I've kind of said. Okay, really simple, easy to get started, free marketing. Most of you will all have a Facebook account with a whole lot of friends and people on there. The first thing I say to you is go and open a work account. You're allowed to. You're allowed a personal account and you're allowed a work account. You know, if all your friends know you as, you know, for me, mine is like I've got Simon Weatherall and Simon A. Weatherall. Just open up a new one which is purely for your work, because the last thing is you want all your friends to be connected with all these people that just put spam on your page all day. So create a second one. Then go and join 20 relevant groups to you and Karatbars. Now, when I say relevant to you, go and join groups that are going to be about hobbies and things like that. At the end of the day, people get involved because they like you. the Karatbars is one thing, but they have to trust and have a rapport with you. So you need things that are going to be in common with people, whether it's, you know, your age, your hobbies, where you live, geographical areas, whether it's, you know, gold, whatever. Go and join groups that are relevant to you and relevant to Karatbars. Go and join 20 straight away. Then post messages about, you know, when I say post message about your business, buying gold, gold facts and everything else, you can do it very nicely in a non-spammy manner. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on with gold at the moment. There are countries moving away from using the US dollar. There are countries, China is buying up gold in the bucket load. You can go, if you go and do a Google search, you can find all kinds of articles and everything else. The videos I just showed you on YouTube, you know, all this kind of stuff. You can just post these links on your YouTube channel, on your Facebook channel, and just put links to YouTube videos, put links to articles in the papers, you know, just put it there just for, like, you know, for information. Did you know X, Y, and Z? And just start building up around what you're doing. Put in there, you know, a whole lot of other stuff as well. As, you know, when I say about your new business, just say, you know, yeah, you've doing something with gold. Put all this stuff there. Put stuff about you. I talk about an 80-20 rule. Most people have never heard of it called its correct name, but it's Pareto's principle. Most people have heard of the 80-20 rule. Put 80% about stuff that's not business related, not directly related to trying to, you know, promote your business. Put 20% about business. So, you know, just apply that rule. Be creative and different. There's a whole lot of stuff that you can put really interesting spins on and be different to everybody else. So if you can think of things like that, that will set you apart. At the end of the day, you should be having fun with this. Be real, be you, be consistent, do it all the time, respond to people, go into the groups. If people put in stuff there, if you can see that somebody's like, you know, like you and everything else, go and put in a comment, say, you know, hey, you know, Mary, I was thinking exactly that. Great to see, you know, like-minded person there. You know, build genuine friendships and everything else. Comment, connect. And I talk about the 80-20 rule. No selling. Build connections. Don't ever put a sales link on your pages. Now, that's different from putting an opt-in link. You can put somewhere there and say, you know, oh yeah, everybody, you know, if you're interested in finding out more, go and have a look at this website or whatever. That's fine. But don't say buy gold here and put a link to a sales page. So marketing on Facebook, it's free in this form. Very, very simple. Very easy to set up, and just start there. It's easy to do. Go and join the groups. You know, contact with like-minded people, and start from there. Next one is free classifieds. Now, free classifieds are a lot more interesting if you're posting with pictures or banners. And I've got a couple of websites here I'm going to show you in a minute, which you can easily get photos from, and you can make your own banners on. So that they're nice and easy. It's like Craigslist, Gumtree, US free ads, Backpage. You know what? There's a million of them. In fact, there's probably 10 million of them. So just Google them. Remember, target regionally, home biz, be creative, have fun, and most importantly, do daily. So I'm just going to quickly go back to here. Here's a website called istockphoto.com. You can actually make money from putting your own photos up here. So if you've got some really nice photos that you've got, if you've got people in there, you may need to get releases, but if you've got really just like general photos, you can actually load them up here and create some income for your marketing from that. But you'll come in here and there's always free photos. If you're registered, I get emails all the time and saying, you know, here's a whole lot of things. And then here's like, you know, the free photo of the week. So you can go in and you choose a nice photo and you can get, you know, there's a whole library of them that you can choose from. But you can go in here, enter any keywords. So we could just put in gold. and we go in there, gold metal, and we're just going to search for that. And so, there's a whole lot of different ones in here, and you just choose one that you want to use in your advertising. So it might be something like that. There's gold and money, gold ingots. There's gold, and that's quite a nice one. So then you might just want to go and have a look at that. And this will come up and it'll tell you how many credits it costs you to buy. So that's if you actually want to buy them. Again, they're pretty low cost. If you want it in US dollars, you can buy it for $6. If you get one or two of these, then you can use them. Obviously you'll get a lot of money's worth out of it over the future. But they do have free ones, and there's other stuff. Google Images is another one. If you go into Google and put gold pictures, you just don't want to use something that is somebody else's and it's got is licensed and everything else. You want to obviously be legally entitled to use it. So these things do it, and some of these I think you can actually borrow, and all the rest of it. So there's other options as well. The other one here was this pure silver banner maker. You can go in here and you can create banners. So there's different banners that you can create. There's all kinds of different ones. I'm not going to go in particular, but again, you can go through, find these, and be creative about how you want to do it. There's different ones here. It might be a beach shot. You might put on here. Let gold let you live on the beach. But again, be creative with this and have fun. So you choose that. You can choose the colours, put in your banner text and everything else. Again, I'm not going to go into this in detail, but the beach. Let me show you how. Just as an example, you can go in there and find ones for a whole lot of other ones. As I said, there's a whole lot of other stuff in here. You can play around with this, take your time. You can have things that come up on there. There's a whole stack of stuff, but if you don't want the image, just get rid of that. And then you just preview it. Depending on what banner size you want for where it's going to go, you can change these as well. And there you are, live life on the beach. Let me show you how. Very simple. It took 2 seconds to make that. Then you can just copy that and put it in. So we talk about free classifieds. If we just again do a Google search on that, look at all the places, there you are. There's 144 million results. Free classifieds, buy or sell anything for free. These are the sites you just go in, go and log in. As I said, Craigslist has them, Gumtree, a whole lot of others, but there's a million of these as well, 144 million of these to choose from. Go in there, choose it, choose where you want to do it, do it around your house, do it in areas, I used to check places that had high foreclosure rates on houses, high unemployment rates, those kind of things. Sarasota, I'll do Sarasota. It's a place I used to go to every year in Florida. It's quite a wealthy place, so there's a lot of retirees and everything else. So again, you can go in here, you can have free giveaways, trade, barter, you can have for sale, They'll have it. All these places generally have jewellery, so you can put gold in there and just put the link to actual people buying your gold directly. You can put in here job related. You can put in services. You know, and again, you can be creative with all of this. You can have a whole lot of fun with it as well. You know, there's fundraising. You can actually sell branded Karatbars. So you could put in here fundraising. Are you looking to raise funds for your charity? How about branded gold cards? You put something in there. So there's a whole lot of different pieces that you can put in here. You just choose different ones. Each site's different. If we go and have a look at the classic Craigslist, I think we'll see if that comes up. I think it's .org, but yeah. So here's Craigslist again. You can choose. No, I don't want to share my location. But again, you can go and have a look at all of these different countries, different places, all the rest of it. California for a long time was in a lot of trouble. Seems to be a lot of marketers in California and Texas. But again, go in here, you can have a look at all these different forums and everything else. So there's a whole lot of things you can add in. Just go and add your 2 cents worth. So different areas, different things, but have some fun and decide what you're putting in. Just relate it back. So there's a whole lot of different areas here. You can do gigs where the people want, to add opportunities. You've got community here that you can talk about. There's all things. Just be creative and find things that you want to do. For sale business, so you can talk about businesses in here. Services, financial, buy gold here. Don't hold yourself out as giving investment advice. Don't hold yourself out in any way, shape or form of being a gold dealer, but you can market within these groups. Jobs, sales, business development. You can put things in here. As I said, have fun with it. Find different areas and put something in there. Enjoy it. Do things that are a little bit different. You can put in free gold after 12 weeks if you follow our simple plan, and give them a link to the pages. So all of that's just something different, just to have a look at. And if we've got any questions later, maybe there's some things that people want to have a look at specifically there. So that's the free classifieds. Put pictures in; they stand out a lot more. You can even create a little banner as a picture, and it's clickable and everything else. Craigslist, Gumtree, Google them. Do it daily. Now, Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, open a Twitter account. Twitter.com. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Build a list following relevant people and interest groups. You might follow followers of Robert Kiyosaki. You might look up the keyword gold and just add people that have got gold. Do it slowly and manually at first. Maybe add 50 to 100 people a day. Just go in, choose people that are going to be like-minded, that have expressed interest in gold or following people that like gold, and just do that. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Maybe Twitter at this stage is not for you. Everyone that follows you back, follow them. Post daily, again, 80-20 rule. Put stuff on there. You might create an account called, Simon's Gold, and you just put a whole lot of interesting articles there about gold, interesting YouTube videos about gold, and every now and then you say, if you want to buy retail gold at a great price, go here. Or if you're interested in becoming a affiliate of a gold company, check out this link. So same thing, and just start building it like that. Then other marketing, I'm going to show in detail another time, but you can do free blogger accounts, you can do free YouTube videos, free article sites, free press releases, free banner sites. All of this, again, we said, play to your strengths. If you don't like writing, you're not going to do videos. Sorry, if you don't like writing, you're not going to write articles. If you don't like talking or being in videos, you're not going to do YouTube. If you don't like different tasks, avoid them. There's plenty of others to choose from. There's ad exchanges, emailers. I've mentioned these last because you can get places where you can post free banners. You can get places where you can do free ad exchanges and all the rest of it, but generally takes swapping time for money, and I'm not convinced that it's actually worth it. So I would look at other ways of doing it first. Just an example of it. Here's a Blogspot blog. This is something I set up in literally, okay, I'm a little bit more experienced, but this is literally something that I set up the blog and did the page in about 15 minutes. And I can show you some very simple ways of doing it. But if you've got a Gmail account, you have a Blogger account. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account. Google owns these companies now. They want you to use them, and they rank the quality. They rank them fairly high. This is a blog I did. It's called buygold2014.blogspot.com, and I've just called it Buying Gold, Protect Your Future. And this is a banner that Oliver in our group did. There, Oliver, looking very nice with his family. Actually, I love that photo. It's really cool. This is a banner that he had made up on Fiverr. So it cost him $5 to have this banner made up. Looks fantastic. And this is a site that was set up in, as I said, 15 minutes. And I've just done, here's an article here, Silver and Gold, Hidden Secrets of Money. This is the video series that I talked about. And all I've done is gone into YouTube. Actually, I'll show you how easy it is to create one of these accounts. Because this is where you can set yourself up and create a blog and make money in no time. So first things first, go to blogger.com. Now, if you don't have a blog, you literally click New Blog. It asks you for a title and it asks for you for an address. So yes, there are things about keywords and search engine optimization and everything else, but you can have 100 of these blogs. It doesn't cost anything. So again, just get started. That's the first thing. Get started. Title, Simon's blog. Simon Says. I've actually got one called Simon Says. There you are. But you don't need to do anything to, anything exciting to it. Just get it started. The address, if you want something that's going to be SEO, use gold in there or something like, buying gold. I put in buy gold 2014, I think it was. Just put anything in there. Choose the simple one and get started. Hit create blog. As simple as that. Then you've got a blog. Then it's easy. You just go in and to write a new post, literally hit that button. And I've actually got one. I'll do it because we'll show how easy it is. Or actually, I'm going to do it the other way. Go to YouTube. Type in, I've called mine Buying Gold 2014. So use that gold 2014. And David Morgan 2000 silver, it's $30 silver, 1,700 gold. There's one. It's had 31,000 views, so it's fairly popular. Must watch, China's buying world's gold, Mike Maloney. All right, so that looks like a good one. So, okay, I'll do that. I'm going to pause this. We don't need to watch it. So, all I do is go to share. These buttons come up. I click share to blogger. And it comes up. Must watch China buying world's gold. Great, fantastic. Now I might change this to great report by Mike Maloney. Now, if I go into edit HTML, this is simple. Don't get overcomplicated by it. All I want to do is go in here so that I can change the way this is going to look. And I'm just going to show you how So this is easy for you. I'm just going to put a 1 and a 2 there under Edit HTML, and you'll see why in a minute. Now I've got a 1 here. So all I'm going to do is change that. I'm going to say, hi everyone. You must watch this video. Mike explains why China and why this is something you should okay, then the number 2, I'm just going to go in here and say if you liked video, share, like and share below. Okay, done. As simple as that, and I published the post. There's my new article. Buying gold, protect your future. Must watch China buying world's gold. Great report by Mike Maloney. Hi everyone, you must watch this video. Mike explained, blah, blah, blah. Bang, there it's done. And then here's all these buttons underneath. So people can go and blog it themselves, tweet it, Facebook it, share it, Google it, put comments on it. You know, how simple is that? So that's how long it's taken me to put a blog post on that's a popular video that could drive traffic. You know, I might do the search I might do is here. It might be articles on buying gold in 2014. And then I might do, you know, gold falls as equities gain, physical buying. So China allowed gold imports via Beijing. But anyway, gold buying 101, Forbes. I could go in and find any of these. Investing in gold, Money Week. Okay. So another thing of what I might do is I might go in, choose an interesting article that's been written about gold, that's something that I really like, and then I might just copy the first paragraph. So I might just here. So I might just copy that, take it across, and say, hey, here's a great article. Put that in, and then I'll say to see more, read the rest of the article here, and I'll divert it back to this link. I'll just put this link in here. Then I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not breaching any copyright laws or anything else because I'm giving them the credit and I'm sending it back to them. So it's liked by them, it's good for me, and so that's another way of doing it. So as I said, there's, you know, look at the different ones here, different things that I've put in. I've actually put a Karatbars video in here. I think I did this on one of our tutorials. Normally I probably wouldn't put anything branded. And just quickly again on that point, you know, here's an article, Peter Schiff, he's another well-known person. See this banner here? This has no mention of Karatbars on it, which is actually a better one to use because it's generic. So that's one that I would prefer to use than actually one up here which has got Karatbars on it. But I'm just using this site. This is set up as an example. If anybody clicks on these, it actually goes to Oliver's website. So it's a great look. You know, they look great. They're good quality. The Karatbars one is if you're particularly targeting, like, you know, you might do something on Karatbars where you specifically want to target people that are interested in Karatbars. The generic one is where you particularly want to target somebody that's just interested in gold. And again, there are so many different ways to promote this. They do fantastic cards. I'm going to be logged out, I think. but special gold cards. There are so many different ways to do it, because you can go in here and you can say, you know, I've got one of every one of these. I'm waiting for them to arrive. But the great thing about these is they're something for everybody. Here's a wedding card. You know, if you've got one of these, you can say to people, you know, someone says, oh my God, like, you know, such and such is getting married. I have no idea what to, you know, what to get them or anything else. Get them a just married card. Who's going to throw away or lose a gram of gold that's worth $80 odd? Nobody. You know, for the football tragic, there's the gold card for the World 2014 World Cup. For the you know, congratulations, something happens. There's a nice one there. The Karatbars baby card. You know, giving them a gram. What better than giving somebody for what's a 0-year-old going to do with a present? Nothing. But if you give them a gram of gold, imagine they're 18. You know, oh, you know, Auntie Natalia gave you this, and it's now worth, like, you know, God knows what in 18 years' time. You could, you know, these kind of things pay for, you know, their education and stuff like that. Thank you cards. So all these kind of things. Here's a good one for now. You want credibility? Do you think the Vatican would put the Pope on one of these things unless they thought it was a rock solid organisation? So there's credibility right there. And I definitely got one of these because I wanted, you know, this in itself is worth, I don't care what religion you are. I'm not Catholic, but I wanted one of these because, again, it just goes to show what they are. There's thank you cards, happy birthday cards. They've got Christmas cards. Where's the next one? They've got Christmas cards. So all of these, you know, I love you cards. What better than to promote these before Valentine's Day? You know, here's a really great present. And it's a great present that's going to go in value. Merry Christmas and all the rest of it. So again, you can put all these things out here. You can put them out, send to people, hey, you know, give the gift of love and show a picture of the love card, whatever. People can just buy them from you as a buyer. They don't even have to get involved in the business. All right, so kind of jumping a bit over there, but that was just an example of the blog. Very quickly, with the blog, that is worth doing. To change the designs on everything else is so incredibly easy, but just choose mine. I've just used the simple one, and I just used the, like, you know, if you press it, it just shows how it works. You know, you can choose color backgrounds. Anyway, I've already got that, so it's not going to change anything. You can choose color backgrounds, all kinds of different things. You know, it's very, very simple. Very easy to do. Choose layout. Again, if any of this is starting to get complicated, don't worry about it too much. But you can put in, like, you know, add a gadget. You can put in translator. I don't know if you noticed on mine. I don't know if you noticed there. I've got a translator. So this can be put in any language. Arabic's a good one to show how quickly it changes. Now my blog's in Arabic. You know, so simple, so easy. So that's the translate button. You can put in the +1 buttons. There's the about me. Now the great thing about this is the about me that was in my Google profile. So I haven't even had to rewrite it. It's just come up there. Blog archives, HTML, JavaScript. This is where you want to add banners, or if you want to add opt-in boxes. Again, no need to get complicated. If you don't understand that, really don't worry about it. You know, you can add in banners, you can add in all kinds of stuff. So I could put banners down here, other bits and pieces down here. It takes minutes to set up, and we'll do a detailed call on that in the not too distant future. But in the meantime, nothing to get overly complicated about. So yeah, there's the free Blogger account. Free YouTube videos. To post a YouTube video is very, very simple. You can do a PowerPoint, record it straight into there. That's easy. Free article sites, free press releases, free banner advertising, your free ad exchanges. There are paid options. These generally are much faster and generally much better results. Facebook pay-per-click, LinkedIn pay-per-click, Google, blah, blah, blah. You can do paid banner ads. We've shown you where you can create banners. Again, very, very easy. I've got a code that I can show you that any picture can be put into a banner and made clickable. Solo ads are another good way. But before you do any paid advertising, make sure your funnel works and reach out to somebody experienced first. Tread carefully, ask for help. Because if you try and do some forms of advertising, like Google pay-per-click, you could find that you've spent $1,000 in a heartbeat and you've targeted the completely wrong things. You get 0 results out of it. So just be very, very careful. There's a great website called Fiverr, fiverr.com. You can put all kinds of things in there, and it's very, very simple. But that's a great way. You can actually make a marketing budget for yourself. Put in a couple of gigs. People on that site will do things for $5. So whatever your skills are, go and list them on that site. People will pay you $5 to do it. Normally it's something that takes a couple of minutes, and then you can take that money and use it for your advertising budget. Anyway, it's action time. No more wasting time or procrastinating. Importance of action every single day. You start today, you start doing things, then in 30 days you've created amazing momentum. It'll be amazing when you look back and go, wow, I've got all these ads on the internet, I've got all these leads coming in, everything else. But you've got to start. And I think Confucius say, even the longest journeys start with the single step. So just start. Build a pipeline. Because realistically, the first person you speak to is not going to say, oh, you know, what a fantastic idea, why didn't I know about this, and sign up straight away. People are going to take time. They want to think about it. They want to do research. You know, they're not going to have a chance to look at the email because they're busy that particular day and something else is happening in their lives. So, you know, these are the kind of things that it takes time for it to build up. So realistically, over 90 days, you'll start to see some serious action, but it takes time. As Boomer's example says, over 30 days, you know, at the end of 30 days, you'll get action, but a whole lot of people in that process won't be interested, won't do things. But it takes time for the people that are serious to actually come through. So knowing it's going to take 90 days or know that things take time, start now. If you start now, it's all going to come quicker than if you don't start now. So that's pretty much it from me. Talking far too long. It took longer than I thought. What I want to do is just open it up for some questions. Now, everybody, if you're sitting and you're brand new to the team, we're going to do, every week we do trainings, we do different things. We'll sit down, actually go through things step by step on a call. So we'll show you exactly step by step how to do, you know, article marketing, or how to write an article, or how to post a free classified. What I wanted was just to generally show people out there, the Facebook's an easy one you can get started on straight away. The free classifieds are easy, just go on there, just put something in. Now, I can write copy for everybody, I can put out team copy, I've done it in the past, I will do it again. The simple reality is if it's more you, people will connect with that. And there's no right or wrong. Obviously there can be better, you know, there's stuff that will be better than others, but you want people to connect with you and your style. So more than happy to help people with it, but again, it's something you're better off doing in your own words, and we can improve on it, but it's better that it comes primarily from you. So that's it. Let's back to our Hangout, and Did anybody have any questions?
No, I'm fine. Thank you so much for the presentation. Really good. Once again, you did it again, Simon. Thank you. And I'm fine at the moment. So yeah.
I'm good.
We lost Natalia and the rest of the people on the other side. For all of you, no Google Hangouts. Only the people that are invited to the call can be on the front end. This is our trusted little team, which is William, Oliver there, and we've got a couple of other really great guys, Peric and that are not on today's call. But this is the fundamental team or the basic team that will help, and you can reach out to. But yeah, so this is the part one for you guys to all watch, get started, and then we're going to start doing some weekly calls. We always ask people for what topics they'd like training on and to learn. So we will be doing those, and obviously you just need to get on those calls. Anyway, all right. Did you want to take this off live, Ollie? And
Yes, definitely.
we'll all catch up for a little chat.
We're going offline right now.